Okay, hello and welcome to another video. This is just going to be a quick video comparison of this budget wannabe MX Master 3/3S. I think these are based on the 3, so I don't think they're silent clicks, which is what the 3S has, but it's an alternative basically if you want the buttons, and I always wanted to try it out. However, I just decided to not be a cheapskate and just basically get the 3S, so I got that. I saw this and I was like, you know what, finally I can actually do a comparison and help people out there who are thinking about getting this and whether it's worth it and what the difference is between these two. So this will just be a quick overview, well, as quick as possible really, quick overview and comparison basically on how it feels, on the clicks, on the scroll wheel, which is a big selling point of the Master 3 and 3S, and also the side wheel as well. And yeah, just to see how it is. I'm not really gonna probably even plug it in to test it or anything like that. I might do, but just to see the colors. But it's more about the feel of the mouse itself, and yeah, how it compares to each other. So there it is. That's the Master 3S, and then this is this one. I'll have links in the description if you want to get these, whichever one you choose. These you can get quite cheap from AliExpress, on sites as such. I got this one off Amazon. I think it was like 50 quid, which to be honest I actually don't think it's worth it in today at that price range, especially since you can actually get these for much reasonable prices. You know, if you check whether it's Facebook Marketplace, Spock, you can eBay, right? You can get these. I got mine for, I think it's a good deal actually. Managed to haggle, got this for 70 quid, brand new. So again, you have to shop around, be ready to haggle, but there we go. So in the box you have the USB-C charger, so which is similar or the same as the MX Master 3S, and then here we go. Voila. Okay, before we get to that, what the box is, okay, it has the padding for it to fit the mouse. Well, same as the MX Master 3S, no surprise there. A little booklet inside telling you a little bit of information as well. An issue that I had with this knockoff one is that this was basically, when it comes to battery life, it has the same 500 milliamp battery, but I think this would last probably a few days, while this is going to last you like months if I'm not wrong. I think 70 days if I'm not mistaken, but okay, let's just go straight to it, right? That's how they look, quite similar. The texture, this is a more rubberized feeling. However, with this one, just to compare, right, this one is actually has this, where is the camera, 27% recycled plastic, and it feels a little bit different, right? Because I had the white version, or pale gray as they call it, and the rubber on that felt different, and this one feels a little bit grainy, I want to say, compared to the normal version of the white version, like which is not which doesn't have the 27% recycled plastic. With this is all full plastic, right? So the same buttons, it's all around, while here the buttons here are plastic, but the body is actually rubberized, let's say. Okay, scroll wheel, yeah, that is shite. And I say shite compared to this one, obviously, right? Like with this, you're getting what you pay for, right? And that's one thing that you have to remember. When you're getting these things, you get what you pay for. So that is that. The buttons as well. Buttons feel fine, but more soft, I would say. It's like they have more movement to go before it actually gets to the click. But it has this other third click, but it's obviously missing the gesture one, right? That is on the Logitech, on the thumb. I know the lighting's not the best. As you know, you have the one that you can hold down and have various gestures. That is not on this M10 model, which is the name. So that's not there. But the feel of it, and the clicks as well, actually, it's quite silent. So it's, yeah, it's more based on the, or more sounding like a 3S rather than a MX3. This is a little bit more information about it. Yeah, whatever that name is on the M10. So whenever you're searching for it, if you just search for like M10, that's when you're going to find this sort of mouse. They have different versions, different OEMs, but the M10 is its main name. The side scroll wheel, that feels like a knife sharpener, to be honest, compared to this, but I guess it's also because of the sort of texture. If you can see that is that sort of texture, while on the real one it's that sort of texture, right? This one has DPI buttons. Sounds, feels fine. And then what is that? Windows or OXX button. I'm not sure what that is for. It will tell you. This also has the LED lights, right? But again, the main purpose of this is to actually just test them out in how it feels in hand. And the scroll, obviously, it's not going to be the infinite scroll that you get on the Logitech, right? Right, you're not going to get that, but at the same time, if it's just going to be like a mouse, simple click. Obviously the build quality is going to be different as well. Okay, and the reason why the padding was a little bit, or the mouse movement wasn't as good, is because it still has the things on the feet. I'm not going to take those out because I have no I'm not going to keep the mouse, so I'm not going to waste it. I'm just going to return it. I just actually got it for the comparison, but the body is, yeah, cheap-ish. Previously I had this Amazon Basic mouse, so it's kind of similar build quality in terms of that, right? Just a plastic mouse. But in terms of like, yeah, if I'm paying 20 quid for this, I'll be fine with that, right? I know the lighting is not the best, but yeah, I'll turn on the lighting now and maybe it'll give you a better view of them. Okay, so now we have lights, camera, action. This is the mouse. That is how it is. So you have the three lights, on, off. Turn it on. We have that. Don't even have the LED or anything. So there you can see the different modes it has: wireless, Bluetooth 1, Bluetooth 2, and then I think this, trying to see, this compartment here is for the USB dongle, which is in there. So that slots in there, which is something that is quite handy, because on these MX3S they don't have that underneath there. So yeah, that is that. I'll just turn it off. So yeah, it is a nice cheap alternative. The clicks are nice feeling, but at the same time, the build quality, obviously you get what you pay for, just remember that. So don't expect anything high. Weight wise, I don't know what the weight wise is really comparison, but in hand they feel quite similar. That's what I would say. But I have a scale, so I will get a weight. Needs a new battery soon. So the M10 that we've got at 122 grams, and the Logitech is at 142 grams. So there you go, 20-gram difference. And yeah, so basically conclusions, it's a good mouse. If you want something that is, yeah, does the job, has the side scroll, because that, to be honest, is the main thing. This is, but it just, yeah, it doesn't feel as nice. It feels cheap, and yeah, it's not as good. And also one thing that I will tell you, and that is one thing that I've actually noticed, this notch here, right, this comes out, right? So it's, what is it, convex, while on this side it's more indented, it's more concave, right? and that makes a difference when you're actually feeling the mouse, right? You can actually feel this much easier, you can control it much easier, while here it's not really that you can feel it. And also I think it's the lip of the plastic as well and the LED. So I'm trying to show you, so you can see that there, and on this one you can see how it sticks out. The scroll actually sticks out more, right? So it's much easier for you to control. So I hope you can actually see that and understand what I'm talking about, right? But I'll show you on here, this sticks out more, right? So when you're using that side scroll, you can actually control it much better, while on this one it's more flush, so it's not as easy. Your finger has to be like right on top of it to actually move it, so you don't have that much I don't know, movement where you can actually move and control it easily, and it really feels grindy. So yeah, personally for me, if that's the main reason for buying a mouse like this, right? That is what you want, and if that is like that, then it kind of defeats the purpose of it, right? Yes, you have this button here, but that button there is basically a button that is replacing or emulating this other gesture button that you have there. So it would be nice, it's in a nice position, like to press, click, and then you have the other forward, back that I use for like copy and paste. Those are fine. So the buttons feel fine, the clicking buttons feel fine, the scroll wheel is okay, right? It's not a fast scroll, but this right here, that's a no-no. But anyways, that's it for this little review and feedback, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, thank you for watching. And this is basically to help people, right? I'm just making this whole channel is about just helping people make better decisions, right? Because I was always looking for reviews on this, and I never found any review in English anyways, right? So this is not a review of the product itself and using it, having the lights come on, all of that. No, it's just it in hand compared to the actual big boy, right? So personally, I would just save up and get this. It's worth it. It's one of the best mice out there, right? The texturized feeling, the scroll wheel, which is why you actually get this mouse, right? Forget the silent clicks, that's just an extra, I would say, right? But this is the main point. So if you're going to get a different mouse that's supposed to do that, this one, it just I just feel like I don't know, trying to file my nails, honestly. That's what this feels like. So yeah, the scroll wheel itself, the main one, is okay. But yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, I hope it's not going to be too long of a video, and that is it. So you can see them there. Size wise, they're pretty much identical, if not for the 3S being a little bit taller, it seems, and wider. Well, they seem the same there. They both use USB-C, but yeah, that's what you get. And thank you for watching. Take care.